Buttons depressed.
Alrighty, let's do this Monday thing. Oops, that helps. All right, on the set. Zoom Room video sponsored by the BMC.
All right. Quiet on the set. You're listening to WRFB, Radio Free Britannia. In no other freaking better place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, lunch with no other than the dynamic duo themselves, Laz and Jack.
And greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another clusterfuck of an edition of Lunch
You don't
with
know that.
Laz
Yeah.
and Jack, where we interpret something. And so you don't have to do anything other than question your own personal life choices and ours. Yeah, it's a whole lot of questioning everything. Here, let's see what happens if we take this little.
Although
It's not a
200 bits.
It's not a hair rubber band, so this is gonna hurt.
What's that? The little braid?
Oh, it's not a braid.
Yeah, what do you call it? Ponytail holding? Don't call it a ponytail because it's on your beard. What do they call it for a beard? Quotes from Lazarus Long.
Beard.
Men are more sentimental than women. It blurs their thinking. Quotes from Lazarus Long.
You ready for a quote or a deep thought by Jack Handy?
Sure. And then Bridge Troll, because he follows Waldo Mania. Let's do a fun track.
Bits?
With 300 bits. That's right. Yes, I love free shit.
Yeah.
Got to open up that giveaway. Monday Madness.
So, deep thought by Jack Handy. Whenever you read a good book, it's like the author is right there in the room talking to you, which is why I don't like to read good books. Deep thoughts by Jack Handy.
Okay.
And I will say that I'm about halfway through Ready Player 2.
Oh, really? As I knew it came out, but still hadn't gotten the Ready Player One, so I'll wait for the movie.
Did you watch the movie of Ready Player One?
Oh yeah, several times.
Okay.
Because I've got it in the library, of course, because that became an instant classic. Yeah. I mean, heck,
Okay.
I've been actually researching the VR with the treadmill and the haptic feedback. All that stuff exists now for actual gamers, and the price point
You
is
just have
coming.
to pay an arm and a leg.
It's price point's coming down. You can actually get the treadmill for like $700 these days. One company's got out of compact version of it. VR's down to $300-400, so you can get into it for about the price of a PC. Slight problem is
Yeah.
you need the PC to run all the rest of it. So
Yep.
anyway, is a track of our choice, track of my choice. I'm trying to think. I'm watching them go. And I'm trying to think what would be a good one that we haven't played.
Well, and he wants lots of ejections.
Lots of ejections. Then I think we got to go with number 27.
Okay, 27. I had to scroll back up because it was the lucky few.
The lucky few.
Okay. Loading it on my side, and my giveaway is open. So you do need to do !play and I love free shit, because Laz and myself are clicking start in 3, 2, 1, start.
That's right.
And
there you go.
Started.
69 seconds. Get in on the action.
Okay.
There will be a giveaway on my side. Thanks to Waldo and Bridge Troll. So Bridge Troll, I don't see Bridge Troll threw a little picture here into our Discord, and I'm going to throw that up on screen. That's actually awfully big. And we'll see what you all think. You think this will make heraldry? Is that what you want? What was the question?
Heraldry? Yeah. Will this make the heraldry? Yeah, it should.
And I'm guessing that's Bridge Troll University. Is that what that is? BTU. Yeah. Maybe no. See, actually, therein lies the answer. No letters or numbers allowed.
Oh yeah, but then they always make exceptions for it. So
yeah,
you would think they would be consistent about these things, but they never are. So they may do it. And you know what? I think I forgot to get into your game. Did I get into your game?
Does not look like it. Econdis has got the perfect player answer. That's not a letter, it's a map of a dungeon level.
Yeah. So Laz has an early lead on few will survive. The lucky few.
And we got Azurian Dufresne with myself.
I am
following
currently
behind
second, but I am a ways away. Only 5 people got in on my side, so we shall see.
It's Monday.
It is definitely a Monday.
Go poo flames. That's right.
Yeah.
So take a look at that flaming bag of poo. Same thing I do every weekend. Things I can't discuss. No.
No, that's generally my weekends. But I did go to Sherwood Forest Fair this weekend.
That's right. It is fair season. Fair season is in swing out there in Texas. So how were the crowds? Let me ask that question.
It was I want to say it was a record-setting number of people that showed up. The good thing was that like 90+ % of the people were wearing face masks, because they do have a mandate that you must wear a face mask. And Laz was ejected.
Bye bye me.
I was
ejected. Azurian ejected. Here we go. Fun stuff starting to happen. Bridge Trolls flaming bag of poo into the hamster ball.
Yeah, Maynard is in the lead right now, about to hit the hamster ball. But Tina just takes over the lead. Oh, Maynard has it back.
Sentinel ejected.
No idea what Econdis is doing way in the back. But
And
Tina,
Bridge Troll.
Tina is so confused by this thing that Econdis passed him up. But Maynard all the way on the last
for the ejection.
corner.
I guess you did make it in.
Okay. Maynard was victorious on my side. Woohoo! And Bridge Troll is cheering. Okay, come on, Maynard.
Bridge Troll doing some mentoring today.
Well, he's an Owl's Head on the lot.
Oh, I was going to say, shit, he's sitting here. Yeah, he's doing mentoring on the Owl's Head lot, if you want to get mentored.
And it helps if I search my inventory for scrolls and not for wieners.
Yeah, speaking of scrolls, got an interesting topic out there we got to look at. I forgot. I don't know if I'll have to go look and see if I actually toss that one into the queue.
Yes,
I'll check that as soon as I send Bridge Troll his scrolls. Congrats, Bridge Troll. Now, have you seen any of those yourself? I guess you probably haven't, like I haven't.
The bound scrolls I know are. So, have you seen any of these? A party member found this in her backpack after an evening of fighting stuff in Spindleskog and Tanglemire. It is a recall scroll that says bound. I thought that the newbie scrolls, like the 10, the 3 are given at the very beginning, were also bound.
Is it only 3 now? I thought they gave us 10 of each, friend and.
Well, it was 10 reagents, and I think it's only 3. I don't know. But the bound recall scroll also comes from the Caravaggio quest, according to Waldo. Oh, Bridge Troll's like recall scroll heritage item.
Heritage item. All right, first things first. Let me go close this giveaway before we start bantering too much and I forget to do it. Pick ourselves a winner. And Tina, congratulations, you are the winner.
Yeah.
Let's see what Tina's got. I guess it would help if I have my games up.
Yeah. And alley-oops, like Sanyo has been adding a few bound recall scrolls as rewards in more recent quests. I know the planting ones in Ardoris the painting ones in Ardoris give them. That's probably from a turn-in Tanglemire. But why a bound recall scroll?
Yeah, that's my big question.
It's like, come on. It's like, why
do we need to give away a bound recall scroll? You think they're going to farm it that much that they're going to sell it? Bad enough that you're already dropping regular recall scrolls and other scrolls to begin with. So why are we now adding bound? That's just what boggles my mind.
Waldo has the appropriate
the appropriate answer. That's right.
To annoy us. Just to annoy us.
Yes. So it takes up an extra slot in your inventory. Yeah, there's another good one, Tina.
Yeah, that extra slot.
But let's not be doing that, please. I mean, it just really doesn't make sense. Tina has got himself a copy of Shark Attack Deathmatch 2 for his win.
Oh,
Shark Attack Deathmatch 2. As I open up the next giveaway. That's $4.99 on Steam. Yeah, I looked at this and this was just a real head scratcher as to, the who, what, when, what, why would we be doing something like that? Let me get that over here. And seeing the answer that they've been adding them, I mean, again, we already have regular ones that drop as loot, so I just don't understand. I mean, unless it's a recall scroll that brings you to a special secret location that you can only have one of, then maybe I understand the concept. So I just don't know. Anybody got thoughts on that out there in the audience? Anybody? Comments? There's Tina. Okay, I guess not.
No, nope. They're like, it's just to annoy you. We're just going to annoy you and keep on annoying you.
Just to annoy Laz and Jack.
Yeah, and everybody else.
And of course, Majoria coming in with the same thing we say. What's the point of a bound versus not bound? Now, another good point she makes as well is that, in games where you die and you have to go retrieve your body, maybe that's a useful item. But since you don't ever have to do that when you die here in Soda, again, questioning what's the point. So just putting that out there.
Yep.
Putting it out there for you, folks. Sometimes we got to question everything. Uh-oh.
Yeah, well...
beware the fog.
Yeah, the fog has rolled in. Very slow weekend out on the Tweeterverse this week.
Trummy Rumble Thunderbottom joining us on set. What's going on?
Oh, hello. Only one tweet over the weekend.
One whole tweet.
Yes. With rapid fires go live at noon and last through Monday, I'll be trying to get a new 50% more XP event going, but I'll hold it until next weekend so I can test it on QA first.
Now, is for anybody trying to figure out what he's doing here, if you didn't see the Friday live stream, I actually caught this part of it because I was trying to catch up on my news. But yes, as many people know, we have a mechanic that can double our XP at any given time. And at one point in early testing, we were up to quadruple XP. And then we dropped down to normal XP. And then we did the test with double XP and attenuation where we are now at. We never changed back from double XP, which we called. Once they did that, and we watched it, and we said, this ain't going away. They're going to keep it like this, and this is going to be the new norm for XP. Yeah. So instead of turning on double XP, which will give you quadruple XP, just double what you get now, Chris now has to go dink with the code so that he can only give you 50% more XP instead of twice the amount of XP because somehow he thinks that's the reward. So,
and fix it, and also lower it, or raise the attenuation goal.
Instead of double XP on double XP, is just going to be triple XP total, is how he explained it. So you only get 50% more instead of getting double XP. You only get a normal XP boost. Again, lovely Shroud math explanations for you out there. And again, I was gonna clip it, but the explanation was just a little too weird. So,
well, and Waldo's like, nobody would like a rollback if they accidentally did 50x instead of 50%.
Well, Waldo, the point is that the mechanic is already there just to turn on double, just double it. So he doesn't want to give you a double. He only wants to give you a half of double. So he's got to write new code to do that instead of just using the existing turn it on, give everybody that boost for the weekend because that's what everybody likes. So now, Tina, I don't know why they don't just program things like that when they think about them. But, of course, when you think about it, that wasn't a thought. Let me put in a modifier that'll let me use a slider and adjust it 5%, 10%, double, triple, quadruple, and be done with it, Yeah, exactly, Bridge Troll. Exactly. Why don't you just have a percentage variable? 5%, 10%, 100%, 200%, and boom, there's your code.
Trad math.
Yeah.
In Lily's wanting pets.
Yeah, or we could just stop thinking with XP at all and just leave it the heck alone. Yeah,
Oh,
good one. Good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, and remember, this is actually part of Chris's apology for server downtime and server crashing.
No, not actually. It's for
Some of
player downtime for the enormous downloads that happen to some handful of players. Now,
multiple 9 gig patches. Yeah, and there's Lily on my desk. Hold on,
I found out something else as well. While he was talking about, he was on the apology tour for that, if that's what you call it, this Friday's stream, explaining what happens. And actually, that 9 gigabyte download actually requires you to have about 30 gig of free space available on your hard drive, because not only does it download it once, it might download it twice, and then it requires 10 gigs to unpack before doing whatever it is it's got to do at that point. And
so a very efficient patching mechanism.
And he didn't actually say whether it deletes itself afterwards, but I think we answered that the other day when we went looking for those how to free up hard drive space questions. So, and some people ran out of room. If you're really running that tight on your hard drive space, you really need an upgrade, folks.
Well, I mean, as it is, it's like my gaming directory drive, it is 1 terabyte, and I'm down to like 100 and something gigs free on it.
Yeah, see, I used to do things like that, and I can't bring myself to do it anymore.
What, have a separate gaming drive?
No, having I believe I showed this the other day, but I'll bring it over here again. Separate gaming drive. Of course, I've got a separate gaming drive. But now I started this machine with a 128, which was barely big enough for the OS, but now I've got it on a 1 terabyte SSD, and that's it. Only stuff that physically needs to be on the boot drive for boot purposes and other stuff goes on that drive. Otherwise, I'd want it free. If I want to, use it, I can, but I tend not to. I got my Dropbox drive, I've got my data drive for all my programs, and then I've got my game drive. So I've got a drive that I just throw storage on, I've got a drive that I install my programs on, and then I've got a drive that I install my games on. And as you can see, I have plenty of free space on all of them, because that's how I break it down these days, instead of just slamming up one drive. And anyway, how did we derail on that track?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, the 30 gigabyte patch. The 30 gigabyte patch. That's what it is. Yeah.
Yep. But then, let's see, what other kind of things do we want to talk about today? And I just brushed Lily, and it's like I'm catching floating hair. It's like I just brushed you.
You need to get the cat tongue and do that live on the show.
I know. It's like, you could see this hair. It's like,
my goodness.
It's like, yeah. Lily's shedding a lot profusely.
Let's see, what do we have coming up next?
Have you seen this about Richard from the Maynard?
Yeah, it's a YouTube. Let's see. I can put that over there.
Yes.
Oh, down in the Mariana Trench. Yeah. Actually, I haven't seen that actual video, but we reported on this when he came out. When he came out of the trench. What do we want to talk about? Some vertical farming or some crime.
Let's go with crime.
I think we should talk about. I think we should talk about crime because this topic has taken off, and I think that we're onto something here.
Okay, crime. Compared to UO, the freedom of choice in soda is somewhat low regarding criminal activities. Yes, you can flag PvP, but you can only touch those who flagged as well. And the open PvP scenes are few and overall unpopulated. In the last Friday stream at April 2nd, Chris shows little to no knowledge of the pickpocketing system, leading me to interpret this side of the game is underdeveloped, overlooked. To enable more criminal activities, first thing is to make every NPC pickpocketable with nice gold rewards based on how much gold they made lately and how often people steal them. I mean, next we're gonna have to get some black sandals, some true black sandals on those NPCs.
Oh,
yeah. Based on skill level and guard awareness, the thief can either get away or be chased by guards. If the criminal wants to fight back the guards, it may trigger a wave battle with good rewards. If the players spot the thief, they can attack. If not flagged PvP, criminals will be recognized for their long-term actions and eventually get in the most wanted list in that town. So they'll be chased by guards and attacked by players. To get out of this most wanted list, pay a fine, wait for the heat to cool down, or unflagged people except in lower level scenes, say tier 5 and below. So, benefits for being a criminal, gold and renown among players. Benefits for killing criminals, virtue. Maybe some monthly prizes for the top 10 on the leaderboards. Yeah. But yes. But yeah, this is multiple pages long already. You know what? Pickpocketing needs to be there. It's not just pickpocketing from PvP flag players. You have to have those guard systems. You need to, as soon as you pickpocket from an NPC, you're temporarily flagged for PvP as well.
Well, again, I really enjoyed the system of reds versus blues because that's what gave Ultima also a really interesting feel. Was if you got caught by the guards,
not just reds versus blues, but also the grays. The grays were the thieves.
But yeah, players versus guards. Having notoriety in a town that if you walk into the town. Guards having memories, knowing that they've seen you before and you're wanted by that guard. Avoiding certain areas, because that guard right there near the bank is looking for you. So you got to wait for him to walk around the corner where he can't see you, so you can sneak into the bank. Make life a little difficult and interesting for players to, But give a person a remote bank box and that all goes out the window, so they don't have to go to the bank.
And Bridge Troll is kind of correct in the sense that we don't need another Trammel. I went to Trammel a couple of times, but I stayed in Feluca when I played Duo on the live servers.
Isn't that all still running the same way here 24 years later? Hello?
Feluca and Trammel?
Well, yeah, but the point is that if you're a gray or a red, you walk into those areas, those mechanics are still in play to this day, are they not?
You know what?
I haven't played in so long.
You also would need a murder system, so that way you could actually have reds versus blues. But we definitely need that faction system. We need more fleshed out pickpocketing schemes. We need. I mean, the game went live 3 years ago.
3 years.
And we still have like skill trees that are completely overlooked, and underappreciated. And pickpocketing is one of those. Because what's the point? And that's under the subterfuge and pickpockets.
Pickpockets.
It's like what's the point of this skill? Only usable in PvP. It's like, yeah, it's useless. I did enjoy the sense of UO's ability to snoop into someone's backpack and then from there steal specific items from that backpack. Bye, Lily.
Okay, so lockpicking coming back, even though we removed lockpicking. Is that what Econdis is getting to?
Yeah, remember they actually killed the lockpicking. They completely removed it from the game.
Got removed.
Yeah. So that was removed from these. I mean, it's like we could have actually made that to a disarm trap skill instead of lock picking, or actual have lock picking and the ability to pick some locks.
Locked chests and trapped chests.
Yeah, and then from
poison chests, explosion chests, poison dart chests.
Yep.
All sorts of fun stuff. But yeah, it'd be nice to see, more criminal activity that is allowed in the game, especially if it's all NPCs have a chance to be, or I shouldn't say all NPCs. I would guess merchants, the guys who would carry gold. Your Jack the Lamplighter guy probably wouldn't be carrying a whole bunch of gold, but the weaponsmith would probably have a nice load of it. But also the chances of getting killed by the weaponsmith while you try and pickpocket and rob him might be more greatly increased as compared to trying to rob the farmer. So, be wise on who you try and pickpocket.
In the bar,
the barkeep,
the barkeep, the serving people.
I think the serving girl should give you a bigger ass whipping than the bartender. I think that would be a fun.
Not only that, but like pickpocketing the wenches, the serving people inside of a bar should be damn near impossible.
Again,
because they're constantly getting groped.
Yeah, I'm thinking that just for giggles and grins, she'll throw a bigger hurting on you and say the bartender, just because that's what she's used to doing.
Yeah.
The bouncer can test your aerodynamics. Reverse pickpocket some explosion potions. Did I ever tell you the story about how I brought down a server with explosion potions?
You had a lot of them?
But
that was a private server. That wasn't a
it was. Server. It was a private. Well, it was a public private server, but so slight bug in the code that we didn't know about until I accidentally stumbled upon it. As I was sitting around the bank one day crafting a crap load of the best explosion potion there was, and I had like hundreds of them in my pack.
Greater explosion.
Greater explosions, yeah. I accidentally set one off in my bag, which started a chain reaction, which you shouldn't have been able to actually set it off in the bag, but that was the bug on the server. And it just all havoc broke loose, took the server down for a few. We realized what it was, and That was one of them servers where you could just at the time ICQ the GM and go, "Hey, dude, server's down." Yeah, right. Bug sounds like a feature to me. Was funny as all get out. Don't get me wrong. Uh, for the amount because um, and you could do that still, I believe, in UO explosion dominoes. Have you ever done that just for giggles and grins? You got to do it before the cleanup timer runs out. But if you do it right, you can put explosion potions down on the floor and throw one, trigger them all to go down the line to one big, huge pile. It's, explosion potion dominoes. I've done that. Be fun to be able to use potions for deco here, too. Still waiting on that one. What do I keep hearing opening up there? Sounds like a fan or something keeps kicking in.
What? There? I mean, there's ceiling fans always on over here, but it might have been me typing.
No, it's
Or are you talking about like on the lot the robot walking around?
No, it's coming through. It's definitely coming through. Let me look here. It's coming through your mic. I don't know why. Almost sounds like you're breathing through your mouth, but I know you're not breathing through your mouth.
I don't know. Like I said earlier, it's like Windows update. Oh, wait. Is that what the Windows update did? Earlier this morning, it's like it was doing all kinds of weird gating shit inside of OBS. It was at 98%. So let's move it back down to 90. And Lily's back.
Lily.
I guess she didn't get enough love.
Maybe it's a cat.
Maybe it's a cat too.
I don't know. Was Lily's nose anywhere near your microphone? Maybe that's what it was.
Lily does do weird things, so
I don't know. It's gone now for some reason, but it was just really weird.
Well, right now Lily is literally underneath the microphone, touching the foam. The front door just opened.
Hey.
I don't know.
All right, moving right along.
Moving right along, let's talk about some stacking plants. There's vertical farming. Is that still a thing? As you all know, I recently came back to the game. No, didn't know that. I believe
Didn't
I left
know
around
that.
4 to 5 days ago. Trying to get back into the game. Is stacking pots and planters still possible? And someone, Necronut, provided a video that is 51 minutes long.
Is I gotta love Necronut's picture there.
Yeah.
His signature pic, the close up of the eyes. But I know that I still have some vertically planted. I know you can stack them, but is it still okay? Then here we go. Tina going. It's harder, but yes, it's still a thing. I know they're still stackable. I know that it's still possible to do. And
and there are some lots where they did vertical levels and placed a bunch of things.
I think I've also seen vertical planting beds too, though, where they were able to do planting beds one on top of the other. I was thinking that there might be some across the street. We've got all sorts of weird stuff across the street over there.
Yep. It'd just be thankful you can't listen to Lily licking herself right now. It's not her butt. It's it would be like shoulder that she's licking right now, down to legs.
Hey.
That's a text message.
Oh.
From one specific person.
Gonna say, you said the front door open. I thought somebody walked into the room and was like, hey, what's up?
Nope. Uh-oh.
Okay, so vertical farming, still a thing, still possible. There you go. And if you want to watch Necronuts, 58-minute video, did you say it was?
51 minutes.
51-minute video?
Yes, he does
You
have
can
a
go,
tutorial on how to do some vertical things.
Yeah, economist, that's what I was going to say. I thought that they went ahead and took out the glitch for that. But again, I've seen some, well, again, let's just, here, let's go right over here because he's got some stuff over here. Now, I don't know if this is all actually growing stuff.
I have to tab away, and then where am I going to?
Right, the lot right over here.
Oh.
You know, he's actually got stuff planted that is stacked.
Yeah.
But is this actual growable stuff, or is it already stuff? I can't seem to get a tooltip on these planters.
They look like
No,
yellow
those,
roses.
yeah, mature. So yeah, those are actually being grown. Is they're planting pots with mature roses in them, and as you can see, they are stacked, inverted. Now, of course, getting your cursor over those to do a replant, I guess it helps if I go to the live scene, right? Yeah, can't see that. We have lots of stacked, inverted, and otherwise interesting
design.
Yeah.
Let's see. Whose is this? Valkyrie's. Valkyrie Night Void.
So yes, vertical gardening still possible.
Oh, you couldn't see on Laz's stream? Oh well.
Yeah, for a minute I had it on the actual forum post still before I switched over. Sitting here telling everybody what I'm looking at, and they're still looking at the forum post.
Hey, it happens.
You use the toss seeds edit feature?
Yep. And Bridge Troll's like, Lurbs you, Econdis. Lurbs you.
Lurbs you?
Yeah.
Okay. Okie dokie.
Yeah. Then after that, what are these pending changes to the salvage?
I've been hearing. Well, I've seen this topic came out yesterday, but I've heard a couple topics where they're talking about pending changes, but I haven't actually confirmed any pending changes. We talked a little bit about this just as an offshoot to another topic. Noob Skyblaber with 300 bits. Thank you, Noob. And Bridge Troll, did I ever send you a game key for your 300 bits?
Probably not.
Probably not. Probably not. So let's see what Noob's got himself a copy of, and also get Bridge Troll his game key. He shot me a reminder.
Okay. Yep. That gives time for Laz to do that right now for both those game keys that he needs to mail out.
Yeah.
While we talk about some pending changes to salvage, there was talk about having artifact components drop at specific percentage chances based on rarity of the salvaged artifact. Please consider a salvage skill level to give a higher chance and give the skill more meaning. Same goes for the other pending aspects. Set a base and then have the skill allow for better. Bonus points if exceptional are meaningful, i.e. exceptional salvage gives more quantity. Yeah. I mean, actually make salvage better? Yes. And not only that, just also give back some of the components. Like if you break down a troll belt or something, it gives you components related to the troll belt, not just some leather scraps. If you
Absolutely.
break down a sword, hey, here's the hilt. Here, and because
Come on.
otherwise you're just melting the sword. Uh, if you're breaking down a bow, here's bowstrings, and hey, whatever. And then also make the option to turn off patterns.
Yes, that was
Never
my
a
big
pattern.
one was being able to choose whether you wanted scrap or patterns from your salvaging choice. And for Noob
Yeah,
Skyblabber, we've
yeah.
got
Who needs 10,000 shoddy longbow patterns?
now you see a hand painted horror adventure,
What?
and that's $4.99 on Steam. And
Sweet.
Bridge Troll has got a strange realm of mine, this strange realm of mine. And how much is that on Steam? And that's $12.99 on Steam. Thank you for your support, both of you.
Yay.
Yeah, salvage needs a little bit of love, and again, while there were changes made to make some things a while back, the one thing they did, because people complained that getting patterns was so tough, they increased the popularity of them so that when you got so good, all you got was patterns, and now you've probably got a backpack full of patterns from stuff that you don't need somewhere if you were salvaging stuff like that over and over and over. And
Yep.
of course, early on in the game, it's just one of them things that happens as you evolve to the game. Either you continually do that forever and ever and ever and disregard the patterns because you're just that way, or you inadvertently go out in the market and just buy the scraps that you need if you want to do scraps. I've gotten to the point
Well,
where
and I've got a serious question about like some of those things. Why are there so many shoddy bows out there on tier 5 plus, or tier shoddy weapons, shoddy armor on tier 5 plus? Like you go into a
NPCs,
10 scene and you get a shoddy longbow from somebody. It's like, okay, that's fixed loot
bec-
tables as well as
because it's
few
been
other
used, and abused because people are beating on them all the time.
yeah, that bow that can crit hit you for
For
more
2,000
damage.
points, yeah, right.
Yeah, shoddy.
Now, my yeah, if you want to go down that road, is one of the things that we always talked about is that if you see an archer using a certain bow and wearing certain armor, when you kill said archer, that bow and that armor should be loot you find on said NPC. How many times have you killed an NPC with a bow and there's no bow for loot? How many times have you killed an NPC with a really nice looking sword and there's no sword for loot? Um,
Oh yeah.
yeah, that was another interesting one in UO. You know, when you dress the NPC physically had those items. And if you killed the NPC, every item of the clothes, the shoes, the shirt, everything that the NPC wore became loot.
Absolutely.
And you could take that and go sell it, you know.
If NPC's got a shield, that's your loot.
That's your loot. Absolutely.
Uh, every single part of gear, and then as you loot that gear, it strips them until they disappear.
Yeah.
Yes, the look needs to be more appropriate, and the loot needs to be appropriate to that look.
Anacondas, we know that. It's been asked for several times, and it's been addressed several times, and hopefully, maybe this time around that will get addressed, so that there's a tick mark or a choice that you can choose to allow you to not get the patterns, or exclusively get the patterns, or or what have you. So, I don't know about that one, Bridge Troll.
What? Corpses shouldn't decay; they should rot. Wearing anything you didn't take, and that rot should attract animals.
Now they do that in Red Dead Redemption 2. If you shoot something and you don't go skin it, even after you skin it, there will be like birds and predators that come along and start picking on it and feeding on it. And you can attract, that's a way to attract stuff that you're hunting, by leaving out some dead prey for it to hunt on. But yeah, if you leave something out too long, you'll see the birds come down and start eating the corpse. That would be a cool mechanic, but you don't see that in too many games either.
Well, the other thing is, like, in Shroud of the Avatar, the spawn rate is dictated by the number of available mobs that are on the map, and so that's why if you loot it, take it all, it clears it, so that way a new mob can pop up.
The old make sure you skin all your corpses so that it can regenerate.
Yeah, and repop.
Yeah, there would be a decay timer, of course, I would assume, on that, Econdis. I would say similar to, and again, something we don't have, where you can't just physically drop something on the ground here. If it's trash, or having a trash can, something we had back in the day, where you could throw something in the trash, and if you left it there for more than 15 minutes, it automatically got deleted. So, but it was there for 15 minutes, so that if you accidentally put something in there, you can go retrieve it for those few short minutes. And God help you if you put something in 30 seconds left on the tick before it cleans itself out and don't realize it. Well, then that's, shit out of luck on that one. But being able to physically just drop something out of your backpack onto the ground also be a nice feature. But hey, it is what it is. Decaying corpses, lockpicking, pickpocketing, crime in general. All sorts of good stuff that we'd love to see here in Shroud of the Avatar.
PvP?
Yes.
Yeah.
I know we've been talking about it since before release. I've got
PvP
a copy.
Control points?
I've got a copy of it written on a paper towel from Lord British from one of our events.
Yep.
But anyway, time to move right along. Tell everybody about that wonderful calendar we've got out in that wonderful website that we have.
I need my mouse to respond.
Out at NBNN.info. Shroud of the Avatar Community Calendar is brought to us by ShroudMarketplace.com.
And that calendar is telling us that it's Easter Monday.
Easter Monday? Easter Monday? What?
It's a holiday in some places, man. Because you know what happens on Easter with all the virgin sacrifices and what people do, and so you have to.
I've never heard of such a thing.
And the zombies rising from the dead. You've got all kinds of stuff that people do on the day.
I got to look
Easter.
at this. More details.
You just eat the Bridge Troll just eats the rabbit on Easter. I mean, it's like the rabbit laying eggs. I mean, whoa.
Easter Monday.
Yep.
I don't get it.
If you have a Google public calendar related to Shroud and you want it hooked up so that way we can read off your events, email news@nbnn.info, and that guy over there will do something with it eventually. All times on the community calendar are Central Time in the real world, but we prefer to refer to it as Nude Britannia time.
Here's a list of all the calendars that are hooked up. And of course,
Oh,
all these people made public calendars, but they don't maintain them.
update your fucking calendars, people. Update them all.
Thank you, Tina. You have Easter leftovers on Monday. See, that should say Easter Monday candy sale is what it really should say.
Half price candy.
Yeah.
Half price themed candy. Yeah. Send all your nudes to nudes@nbnn.info so we can carefully curate those 2 minutes at a time with the proper grip. Monday through Friday.
G.I. Joe with the Kung Fu grip.
That's right. Monday through Friday. 12s and 6s around the clock. Should tune in your ether amplifiers to Radio Radio Free Britannia to listen to 2 idiots interpreting the news so you don't have to on a little show called Lunch with Us. 7 p.m. on WRFB is the 70s at 7. At 9 p.m., you need to join Andrew Tiana Zazar is out at the Pub of Extraordinary Thought in Verret Chaos for the weekly open role-playing event, because all great adventures begin in a pub somewhere.
Somewhere, somehow.
Life lessons from D&D, man. And the final event for this Monday is going to be on WRFB, and that's the Weckard Room with Waz's Wad, where he covers some walk and roll history from 1946 to 1974. Ooh. And that's our community calendar.
That's right. Rock and roll history lesson 5 nights a week on WRFB.
Yep.
And of course, you're tuned in to Lunch with Laz and Jack right here on NBNN.info, twitch.tv/Genesis, twitch.tv/NBNN News, catching us on replays on YouTube, on Twitch, on WRFB Radio Free Britannia. We don't care how you watch or listen. We just appreciate it that you do, because thanks to you guys and gals out there, you've kept us here for 6+ years, bringing you the news from inside and outside Shrouded Avatar 5 days a week, except for those days where we're not here, which happen from time to time because, hey, we're the boss. We can do what we want. But thanks to all your support out there, we do appreciate it. And of course, we'll continue to entertain and bring you the latest news as long as the game is happening and doing what it's doing. Because never a dull day around here. We'll always find something to talk about. The Britannian Mining Company, the BMC Guild, wants you to come check out Black Rock Cove, located over in the Quell region near the town of Exeter and conveniently located next to those mines that you want to be near. And if you're looking for a miners guild, the BMC is always looking. Go to bmcguild.com, fill out an application, and somebody will get in touch with you and check you out. WRFB Radio Free Britannia, bringing you the latest news and information 24 hours a day. Hourly world news, music throughout the day, us at 12s and 6s. For those of you who can't catch us live, and much more throughout the week on WRFB Radio Free Britannia. Shroudmusic.com for ABC files. You can share ABC files. You can go leech some off the site. You can go post some of your own and share them with the community because, hey, we needed a site of our own, and I thought we needed it. So it's out there. If you want to share some, you can go upload. If you need some to get started, you can go download and help yourself. Shroudmusic.com for ABC files. And of course, definitely last but not least, the site to go get all your virtual vendable goods, shroudmarketplace.com. The Shroud Marketplace is the place to go for all your virtual vendable goods.
That's right. You need to go to shroudmarketplace.com and buy anything and everything Shroud related from over 200 different players registered as vendors. Each of those vendors responsible for setting their own price and maintaining their own inventory. So you get all kinds of great deals. You do need to click on that register button to buy anything. And if you want to start selling your stuff,
tax-free POT keep deed.
Anything and everything. I mean, Foxy Valachi up for sale at adventure level 120 from Fox Damage. Anything and everything Shroud related. can be bought or sold. So from accounts to game gold, all the way to services like a certain guy over there and his service that he provides.
That's right. Weddings and more by Laz. Not just weddings, it's a whole lot more. But all sorts of other services out there as well. Mom's or refining service, gust ball services, leveling services, all sorts of services. You want to get hitched in game? Come see me. I've got everything you need. Custom vows, extra dresses and tuxes for the bridesmaids and groomsmen. We do it all. Custom lots set up. And of course, you don't have to, be specific or picky. You can marry just about anything you want because we don't care. Lazarus Long's Weddings and more. You want to marry your horse? Hey, we'll make it happen. Want to marry your sheep? We'll make it happen. Want to marry your chair? Well, we'll do that too. Anything to make your day special at Lazarus Long's Weddings and more. Need telethon rares, need game gold, need more cowbell. We've got a little bit of everything out on Shroud Marketplace just for you. So go check it out. All sorts of collectibles, all sorts of rares, all sorts of everyday stuff out at shroudmarketplace.com. And got to give shout outs today to Waldo, to Bridge Troll, and to Noob Skyblabber for their generous donations and bits. We do appreciate it. And of course, yeah, we have ventriloquist services as well.
You got something.
Something like that. Yeah, see that's another spell we need is throw your voice spell to make NPCs talk and all sorts of stuff like that. Used to have cool stuff like that in another game we used to play called Ultima.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like that clone spell also needs to be worked on.
Yeah, so that you can make your clone actually say something. That's right. Give me them Doritos.
Incognito, transform.
All sorts of fun stuff. We got to close out these giveaways because that's time for us to get out of here today. Pick ourselves some winners.
And Tina was victorious on my side.
Very cool. Serenia Malorian, you are a winner on my side. And let's see what you guys have won.
And Tina won himself a copy of Grip. Combat Racing Artifacts Car Pack.
Nice. Through the Woods, Serenia's got a copy of Through the Woods. And that's currently $19.99 on Steam. Congratulations, Serenia. And we got to get out of here. We'll be back with more tomorrow on Taco Tuesday, right here on NBNN. Till then, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you all tomorrow.
Bye-bye.